He says, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces something. It produces perseverance. But let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Obviously, as we mature in our earthly life, we're developing. How many know that's true? And, it's not when we start out, sometimes when people finish school, they think they've learned all the lessons. No, you haven't. They're just sending you out into a world to learn more lessons. And if you think you've arrived at it, wait till you get to old age. There's a whole new set of lessons for you to learn there. So you're not graduating until you're promoted into God's heavenly kingdom away from this planet. That's graduation day, folks, okay? So we're all in school right now, whether we like it or not. I know a lot of kids go, I don't like school. But the reality is you're in it, and there's no way getting out of it. You can't play hooky in this school of God. It just doesn't work. You're there. Yet we find that suffering is often overwhelming. And in this letter, he's speaking to believers who had been exploited by those who use their wealth and power to bring devastation into their lives. And I spoke about that last Sunday. So how do we respond to evil? Isn't that a great question? What can we learn from James so that in our time of suffering, we'll have the right response and we'll begin to see some amazing outcomes? Well, how are we going to find the endurance and hope necessary in times of suffering in our lives? And James calls for a right attitude. He's calling for restraint and patience in addressing these issues. He gives several reasons for those who are suffering to be patient and entrust their situation to God. Okay, so here's what you need to learn. We have to learn patience. How many go, I don't like that lesson? I don't want to learn patience, Pastor. I'm an impatient person. I just want God to move fast. I want to be on a fast track. Well, God goes, if you're going to make wonderful character, you have to put it in the slow cooker. This is not a microwave option, guys. This is slow cookers. And so God is working at developing something inside of us. And we're going to look at 3 reasons why we need to be patient in suffering. How many go, I don't know if I want to learn these lessons, but you're going to learn them anyways. You're in school. This is required curriculum by God. Okay, so what's the lesson? Number 1, that God is going to address this, letting God address the situation rather than our reaction apart from divine wisdom. I didn't quite write it right there, but I've straightened it out in my notes here. What I'm saying is we need to learn to rest, trust God, don't overreact. How many know that's kind of hard? Andrea was just explaining something about a violin. I didn't know this, but she said violins are very difficult to tune, and when you have an instrument like that, when you're a novice, they actually have a fine-tuning element to the instrument, because when you play with the knobs, it really messes things up in a hurry. Or think of it this way, you're driving down the road and you hit black ice. How many know if you over-respond to that, you're going to be in trouble? How many know the natural response is to, try to turn away from it rather than to turn into it? That's the human response in life to problems, right? We don't want to turn into it. We want to turn away from it. How many say, that's my response? I want to turn away from it. But God is challenging us to turn into it and to let the thing get straightened out in His good time. And that's very difficult for all of us. So why or what is God's purpose in allowing this to happen to me? It's a great question. We could easily say, why me, right? Why now? Why this? Well, I think we need to develop an understanding about seasons in life. What is God trying to accomplish in my life, in your life, and finally through our lives? What is God doing but working at developing a character? And the character is Christ. He's carving away in our souls. One of the keys to living a successful life is to understand the concept of deferred gratification. How many know that's true? We can't have everything we want when we want it. We have to learn patience. People who wait and see it through, wait through the testings of life, finally experience these 2 elements, God's mercy and compassion. How many here say, I want to experience God's mercy and compassion? I got my hand up. I want to experience God's mercy and compassion. And God wants to reveal that to us